the Board of Directors meeting together Wednesday, October 21st, 2020, 7 p.m. Out of respect, please turn off all cell phones and remove all hats. Rich, make sure your cell phone's off this time. Okay, so we'll all stand.
My cell phone's off.
Okay, thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Is anyone recording? Okay, we have one person in the back there recording. Nobody else? I'm glad to see all of our unit reps here today. Okay, the minutes were sent out to all the directors. Are there any changes or recommendations to changes to the minutes? Then I'm asking for a motion that we accept this.
I'll make a motion as well.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Benny Bruno. All in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, unanimous. Okay. Board correspondence. I don't think we have any, do we, Ann? Okay. All right, I'll just get right into the president's report to be read. Okay, I want to thank everyone who came out tonight to attend our Board of Directors meeting. It's great that our clubhouse is finally ready for occupancy. The floors turned out fabulous, as you can see. The board has had a lot of challenges so far this year and have overcame a lot of them, but we still have a few left. Our computer system has given us several problems because past employees had not and would not give us passwords or codes to the system. We are working hard to get this issue solved. We're looking at getting the issue solved so we can get the website up and running functionally very soon. Every time we brought a certain company in and they thought the issues or lack of issues and it was down, when it was down, was fixed, we ran into another problem on the server. We had another company come in and was able to unlock some of the lockdowns, but they told us that they could and can take care of these problems, so we are having them come in. Also at the front table, there is information regarding our Board of Directors meetings. The information is from our attorneys, our bylaws, standard operating policies, along with guidelines from the Florida 720 book. We have had complaints, the board, from members that this board do not follow the SOPs. Well, we're giving you what you wish for and ask for. If you have a question about a board agenda topic, you must fill out one of the papers on the front table and hand it to the president or secretary before acceptance of the approval of the minutes of the last meeting. No other topics will be discussed at this meeting. We will be having another COVID-19 testing at the clubhouse on November 5th from 9 to 11 a.m., just like the last one we had. This came about because the members of this community asked for it. It will be a drive-through just like before. Please bring your driver's license and your health insurance card. There will be no out-of-pocket cost for you. I now want to introduce our new general manager, Carol Webster, who is sitting right over here. Carol, would you please come to the podium and say hello and whatever else you would like to say? I feel she'll be a great asset to this community. Carol, I know you're probably a little shy, but come on up. You can turn that podium around, or you can just turn the microphone and turn around, whatever you'd like.
Carol being new, do you mind if she faces you?
Sure.
Okay?
Hello? Is it on?
Yeah.
So you can hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I don't have any report. I've only been here 1 week and 1 day. I'm still in the process of getting acclimated, and I really look forward to working with everyone.
Thank you, Carol, so much. I had to pay her $20 to do that. Okay, there's no unfinished business. Let's go into new business, mowing fees, Rich Stratton.
Good evening, all. I want to go into a few things for you here. If you look at the sheets, the first thing I want to talk about is, on the topic is mowing fees. I'm going to start reading everything for you. If I read too fast, let me know. Mowing fees, per recommendations by the Finance Committee. The annual mowing fee for vacant lots will increase from, will increase from $225, which is what I want to do, from $150. The rule and regulations will be updated to say, analysis, Article 7, fee schedule, lot mowing and property maintenance charges, lot mowing charge, annual, vacant lots only $225. Charge if the board or the BCPO has to cut a vacant lot, $2 1/4, that takes over cutting the vacant lot for the all season. This has been on the budget for the Finance Committee. My recommendation is it's approved motion.
Okay.
At this point, Mr. President?
Yes, would Beverly Epstein please come up? You have your 3 minutes. Okay.
Better with my mask on. Beverly Epstein, Unit 6. Rich, I have a question. I'm a little confused. The amounts that you have posted that you want to approve tonight are much higher than what the Finance Committee did propose. I was on the original Finance Committee.
Okay, I stop right there. Can I have Mary come up? Mary?
The 225 is what the Finance Committee approved.
Did you say your name?
For the mowing.
Mary,
Yes.
name and.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mary Story, Unit 6.
Thank you.
The 225 is exactly what the Finance Committee approved for the mowing. And that's what we're discussing. We're not discussing estoppel right now, are we?
No, not yet.
Okay.
One topic at a time, that's the rules. So it is correct at 225, Mary backed it up? Because you're in the committee too, right?
Yes, it's 225.
You're on the committee.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
With that, anybody else?
No, they have to fill out a paper form.
Okay, I just said that. Did anybody fill it out?
Well, we got them up here, Rich.
Okay.
Sorry. Proposed motion, I make the motion that the rules and regulations of Article 7 fee schedule be changed to reflect the approval of the $225 mowing fee. All in favor of the board by saying aye and raising your hand. Aye. All right.
Mr. President, I just have one question on this. Can I ask how many? Okay, I just have one question on the mowing fees. Do we know, does Brookridge know how many lots are mowed during the course of the year?
Yes.
Okay. It's what?
It shows up in the finance.
How many lots we mow?
Correct.
And so the Finance Committee recommended that we go from 150 to 225.
Yes, ma'am.
Correct.
Okay?
All right. So did you vote yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. All in favor? Motion carried.
Thank you.
Next, Rich.
Estoppel fees. Major. Topic, change in estoppel fees. Per recommendation from the Finance Committee, the following changes are being recommended to Rules and Regulation Article 7, Fee Schedule, Analysis, Increased estoppel fees, 10 business days to 200, and expedite estoppel fee, 3 business days to 300, a $70 increase if you want it much faster. Implementing of delinquent accounts, estoppel fee, delinquent account, 10 business days, $350, and expedited estoppel fee. Delinquent account, 3 business days, $45. $450. Delinquent accounts takes more research process, so a higher fee is allowed by the state statute 220.
720.
I'm sorry, 720. I'm not good with numbers. Recommendation. Hi, Paul. Approve the increase of estoppel fees that are levied on the purchaser to cover expenses for preparation and delivery of an estoppel certificate.
Okay, Ms. Epstein, since you're up front here, would you please come up?
The proposed increase by the Finance Committee was to $175 for the estoppel fee, and increase for $275. You're going from $200 to $300.
Up to 350. Up to 350.
Right. You didn't accept what the Finance Committee recommended at $175 and $275? Was that a decision that the board made to increase it even further than what the Finance Committee recommended?
I believe we looked it over, and deciding on looking it over, we go a little bit higher, because what the reason is, it's documentation fee, or I call it a doc fee. Somebody's got to do the paperwork. Care how you look at it. So we want to make sure it gets done properly. If it's in 3 days, 10 days, our girls at the office, they do a lot of work here, and I know this comes in here, but if they got to research it much more, they take somebody else's time to do something else for you. So I wanted to make sure we cover ourselves.
Okay, so that was the board's decision, not the Finance Committee?
I would think so.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Thank you. That's fine, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Beverly, so much for your time. Okay, proposed motion.
Can I?
We have, oh, that's right, we have another one here. I'm sorry, Louis, I forgot you. Come on up, sir.
Somebody bring the microphone back to the gentleman there, please. Bring the mic back to him. This is not a, we'll cater to the gentleman. Just push it up. Hang on, Vince is coming. Push the button.
I think
Sir?
you're on.
There you go, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Lou Hartman, Unit 1. What I'm interested in is the estoppel fee. You're saying it's to be paid by the purchaser. Explain to me, please, why I got a letter from Brookridge saying that if my house is not sold on the date of the contract, which is before 2 November, that I am responsible for paying the estoppel fee. Please explain that.
Can I see the letter? First I heard about it.
I've got it at home.
Can I see the letter? I'll look into it for further investigation. I gotta see the letter.
I'll bring it.
Thank you.
I don't have it now.
Thank you. We'll look into it.
Yeah. They're saying the seller, me, I have to pay it.
It is the seller. It's the seller.
That's not what you say on here.
It's the seller. How old is it? Can I see that?
This is your letter here. It says approval and increase in the estoppel fees that are levied on the purchaser to cover expenses for preparation and delivery of an estoppel certificate.
It says purchaser, not the seller.
Yeah. I understand that.
That's an error.
But they're saying the seller.
Sir, excuse me. Mary, please stand, please.
Yes. It's on the person selling the house. Your estoppel fee goes on the seller. The estoppel fee goes on the seller. The person who's selling their house pays the estoppel fee. Did you hear the motion from.
The Estapo fee is levied on the person who is selling the house. It's a seller. Linda was on the committee, finance committee with me also. The Estapo fee goes to the seller. It's the seller.
That's what it said. That's not what you say here.
Okay, we correct, can I look at that and get it corrected, sir?
We can correct it now, Rich.
It's on your agenda thing.
I'll be with you when I get to that point, okay? I just want to see the letter, that's, I'll let that go. Thank you very much.
Can I make a motion that we amend that from purchaser to seller?
Second.
All in favor of changing that from purchaser to seller, please say aye and raise your hand. Aye. Aye. It's unanimous. So the proposed motion, I make the motion that the rules and regulations, Article 7, fee, scheduled estoppel fee, 10 business days be increased to $200, and that expedited fee, 3 business days, be increased to $300, and that we establish a fee of $350 for an estoppel fee for delinquent accounts, 10 business days, a fee of $450 for expedited estoppel fee, 3 business days for delinquent accounts. All in favor of this, say aye and raise your hand. Aye. Motion carried.
May I move on, Mr. President?
I'm sorry?
May I move on?
Yes.
Okay. SOP 8.2 Finance Committee. Point 4 General Duties, Responsibilities, Revisions. The analysis. September of 2016, revision was deleted under 4.0 General Duties and Responsibilities. After further review by the board and the most recent Finance Committee, these items should be added back into the SPO using the items that were deleted from August 13th, 2015. Recommendation. Approve motion to revise SOP 8.2 Finance Committee. 4.0 General Duties, Responsibilities, and add in items that were deleted from August 13th, 2015. With this BCPO board approval, the committee will meet with the auditor whenever necessary to review audit work. I'll read that again. The committee will meet with the auditor whenever necessary to review audit work. The committee will review quarterly account reports from individual departments. The committee is responsible for establishing a yearly reserve funding breakdown. Mr. President?
Yes, sir.
At this point here,
I make a motion to approve the changes to the SOP 8.2 Finance Committee, 4.0 General Duties and Responsibilities as reflected above. All in favor by saying aye and raising your hand.
Aye.
Aye. Unanimously. Okay, now it's me again. I'm sorry, people. I know you hate hearing from me. But, okay, on new business, Guard Shack camera system. Okay, and I will probably call on Mr. Schubert to talk on this a little bit, but the analysis is the camera system at the Guard Shack is outdated. A new, up-to-date system needs to be installed for the community safety. We received 3 quotes, and the quote from Linus Alarm is the best one. Recommendation, approved motion to have Linus Alarm install the new camera system at the Guard Shack for $8,000. Rich got us a discount on that. I didn't write it on my paper here.
I got another discount here. I call these companies, I call them, and we make a deal with them, and I ask for my military discount.
Oh, here it is right here.
They make laugh, and never a discount they have. So what they do, they rake it over and they give you a better price. For 1 telephone call and 2 minutes of conversation. This should be done all the time in business. Correct. We are not kids. We are adults, we all have checkbooks. We want to save money. And that's what I'm doing. I save money for you guys, period. Thank you.
So we saved $100 on that. So it's $8,899.25. Would anybody like me to have Mr. Schubert get up and speak on this? Okay. Okay, Greg, would you please speak on this alarm system?
I can't, there's no motion or second. There is no discussion without a motion or a second.
Okay. I'll make the motion to have Linus Alarm install the new camera system at the guard shack for $8,899.25. All in favor by saying aye and raising your hand. Oh,
Make a motion, we can't vote.
okay, Ann's got a question, okay.
You need a second.
Yeah,
Second, because I'm...
Second.
okay, all in favor by saying aye. But we can't do that yet. All right, we'll have the discussion on it.
Okay.
Can you tell us how long has our DVD-R player out there in the guard shack been broken?
Been broke. It's been broken about a month, so nothing has been recorded out there for about 30 days right now. Oh, there it is. You got it.
About 30 days.
Okay, and this system that we got a quote from is comparable or better than what we have out there now?
What I asked for, the system that was out there was designed piecemeal over time. What I asked for was a complete system based upon the needs, the direction of the cameras, and our buildings. So these quotes are designed specifically for our guardhouse and the surrounding areas.
Okay. Ann, did you have a question for him?
I have a few.
Okay.
My first question is, we're going to get a new license plate capture bullet cameras for in and out.
Correct.
Is this compatible with our barcodes now?
The cameras are not compatible with the barcodes, two separate systems.
Well, how does the car go through? It looks at the barcode.
Correct.
It raises it up.
Correct.
There's no camera there?
No, these are cameras to capture the license plate. This has nothing to do with the barcodes entering and raising the gate.
Okay. Will the barcode that we have now, will that work on this new system?
No, it has nothing to do with the camera system.
Okay.
The barcode system and the camera system are two totally separate entities. The barcodes work whether there's a camera out there or not. The cameras just capture the action, the entrance, the exit, the license plates that occur out there, irregardless of a barcode reader lifting the gate after it reads the barcode on the side of the vehicle.
Separate.
The barcode is separate system from the
Absolutely,
system.
yes. Yes, this camera system will not affect the barcodes, the barcode reader, the gate operation, one bit. It is strictly an audio and video capture system.
My next question is, on line 3, it says we're getting 6 units, 4 amp outdoor bullet camera, 2 front, 2 rear, and 2 gate watch. What is the 2 gate watch, please?
You need an overhead that captures the interaction between the guard and the resident when they enter and exit. So there'll actually be 2 cameras facing every car that enters and exits. One that shows the driver and occupants of the vehicle. The second one is from behind to capture the license plate. We need to have it behind because obviously Florida doesn't have a forward-facing license plate.
Will this system be compatible with computers inside the admin office? Will anyone have access to this system not on the premises?
I'm not sure I understand your question.
Is somebody
She's
gonna
wanting
be
to
able-
know if somebody from the outside can see this system from their computer system, is what she's asking. Like if I could get on my computer and access it.
Or a phone?
My answer would be if you were technically savvy enough, probably, but that's way above my pay grade to hack into a CCTV camera.
All right,
I'm
I'll
not
give
gonna
you
say,
10 cents more on the hour.
yeah, I'm not saying that it's hack-proof, but what would happen is if we need to do a playback or save video or something, there would be remote access through the server at my computer and/or the general manager's computer. But as far as outside, you know, a third party, I would say no.
Okay.
Yeah. It's very unlikely, but to answer your question honestly, could it happen? I guess.
Well, I was just curious if any other employees would have access to it.
No, the access would be limited to myself and the general manager, and that would be strictly for playback and saving of audio/video for law enforcement purposes.
Will we be making a disc of these cameras, like 24-hour and keep them?
What happens is it would be a 24-hour recording. The DVR that is attached with this has a 30 days worth of memory, and it would overwrite the 30-day would be overwritten with day one. If we need video, we can then go back in, download that clip or clips, audio, video, and then save that clip to our server, and that would be saved indefinitely on our server, and then the DVR would keep rewriting what happens.
And my last question, Wilson's offered us a 360 fisheye camera with audio for $529. Are any of these cameras here similar to that?
That one fisheye would be, in essence, it's like one of those eyes in the skies in a casino. There is one camera that is installed inside the guardhouse for resident and employee protection in case there's an incident inside the guardhouse. The other two companies did not go with a fisheye. They went with a 180-degree camera in the one corner because of the L shape in the guardhouse.
I misspoke, I have one more question. I am adamant about getting a camera in the back of the admin office.
As I explained before, that camera has to be budgeted through administration.
Can we not use one of these cameras that still work that we're going to replace from the guard shack?
That would be a question I can't answer. I'm not a CCTV person.
Okay.
What I can tell you is I can't use my quote to budget or appropriate materials and/or cameras for another department. So I could only get a quote and based upon my budget and my needs. Like if you get roofing shingles for the clubhouse, you can't appropriate an extra 2 pallets for the guardhouse. It doesn't, it's different departments.
Okay, does any other board member have any questions?
Mr. President, I do. This company, just giving an idea, for the money we're spending, 10-year manufacturer's parts warranty, monitor and upsurge protector, surge protector. We have one in there right now that doesn't work properly. So we want one that's going to be 100% effective. All wire, miscellaneous material, junction boxes, labor included. Everything they do is covered. So I just want to let you know we're doing the best we can. We got to work with to get rid of stuff that doesn't work, put something in there that's going to take care of our people. That's what it's for, it's our people.
Greg, I'm sorry I brought this up on you at the last moment. I should have.
No problem.
Okay, thank you for your time. Yeah, I'll make a motion to have Linus Alarm install the new camera system at the guard shack for $8,899.25. All in favor, say aye and raise your hand, please. Aye. It's unanimous. It passes. Okay. Report of directors. Millie doesn't have a job yet. I tried to give her one, but she refused it. Okay, Rich?
Oh, just some comments. One of them is, again, our dumpster out here for commercial use only. Our SOPs indicate that is for the clubhouse business only. Again, we go out there, I found names of people's boxes in there, throwing junk in there. Again, food creates rats. It's a no-no. They're told by somebody that it's okay to do that, but nobody tells you the names of the people. So first of all, we don't stop for stop signs. We speed the people, we know that, and they use that dumpster out there as their own dumpster. That's wrong. But you pay for it. You people pay for that dumpster, and I don't think it's right. So 2 people had already been notified, and they had to crawl up in there and take their stuff out of there. It's not my job to crawl in there and look for names. So that's my case. It will never happen again.
Okay, Ms. Rosemary? You have nothing at this time, Ms. Nutter?
Yes, I do.
Of course.
We had a unit reps meeting, and Paul Campbell gave a explicit notes from the meeting that we had at the board, and the folks on the unit reps, they took a vote to have all their meetings at the gazebo rather than the admin office.
Okay, thank you, Ann. Mr. Bruno.
Was it weather permitting? Weather permitting, thank you.
Weather permitting, of course.
I have 2. The first one is I did meet with the RV committee, and they did a walkthrough. We found more violations. I do have pictures, and I turned everything over to our general manager, and we will get together and talk to our code enforcer and see if we can't rectify some of the problems that we have down there. It's serious. It really is. Trying to get that squared away. We walked through with the president, with the chairman of the committee, and they are working diligently trying to square this place away. They just went through, made all the lines on an angle so it would be easy to park, to take out, to do whatever we have to do there. But unfortunately, some of the stuff has to go, we have to go a little further. The second note, I just want to remind everybody that November 11th at 2 p.m., we're going to have the Veterans Day Golf Parade. We're going to meet out here in the parking lot at, we're going to take off at 2 p.m. We'd like to have everybody here at 1:45. So not everybody's hanging around for a half hour, especially if it's somewhat warm or whatever. And if you want an update on it, just read the news and views. We'll have everything in there for you.
Thank you, Denny. One other thing I wanted to comment on, that we are going to have a members workshop meeting on November 10th. We couldn't have it the first week because of voting. They're going to take a day to set up, a day to have the vote, a day to set down, and then we've got to have a day of sanitizing. So there was no really, we didn't know if it was going to take an extra day or 2 days to sanitize, so we decided to put it off till the 10th of November. So.
I'm sorry, is that the town hall meeting?
Huh?
Town hall meeting?
Yeah. No, it's a workshop. I'm sorry, Ann. You confused me. It's hard to talk with these masks on and understand somebody. Okay, Millie, did you have something?
I just wanted to get some information from Ian. I know when I was on the finance committee with Rosemary 3 or 4 years ago, we spoke in depth about the compound and how many vehicles are in there, the sizes, the lots what they're on. And what I did was, I did an in-depth study called several parks in the area to find out what they charge per foot on your, whether it's a 12-footer, 30-footer, 40-footer, 50-footer, how much they charge per foot or how much they charge per month. My understanding, unless something has changed, that unless the people that have their motorhomes and RVs in our compound give a donation if they'd like, is that correct? Okay, so we don't charge any type of fees for housing, although, in the same token, that yard has to be maintained by Public Works.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, which, the fees, my thing is, some of those campers are out of this world, that they're just absolutely gorgeous. But if you were to take your camper or your RV and park it on the outside in one of the overhangs where you can go in, you'd be paying a lot of money to store these things. The reason why I'm bringing this up, we always, the board in this community for over the years, and I've been in and out of this community for 25 years, to keep the HOA fees, they work diligently on not raising this or raising it, and sometimes they have to. But that compound takes a lot of work, and it takes a lot of time. And I know Bruno, they're trying so hard to maintain that area, but my opinion, now this is my opinion, that if I have my RV in there, if I'm asked to pay a lot rent every month, I would do it. So that in time, the board's not going to come back and say, look, you know, it's costing us X amount of money, we're going to have to charge some fees. So this is just food for thought, because I think in time it's going to come. It has to come, because it has to be maintained. Lights.
Vinny, I, and Rich met with a couple of the RV people, and we have to meet, the board has to meet with the committee before anything can be done on that millage. So that's on the back burner. Thank you for your comment on that. Okay, if there's no more board comments, then I would entertain the motion that we adjourn this meeting. What? No, it's not on the agenda. If you, like I said in my thing, if you picked up one of these, you'll understand why. So I make a motion that we adjourn this meeting. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Rosemary. All in favor? Millie. All in favor? Say aye. Aye.
What about members' comments down here? You adjourned it, but not